single likes.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, this has been a long time in the making, especially on the reel side. About 2 years in the making, and here we are finally at the launch. It's so exciting. You mentioned keeping it a secret, sort of a secret, because especially in the MLF events, I would get messages. What are those purple rods? What are those purple reels? So I've been using them, been working through everything, and here they are. It's like a baby being born. It's very exciting, but man, I'm proud of this stuff. You know, what I tried to do with this series is take stuff that was already amazing. Abu makes great stuff, and add a little touch to it to make them different and make them technique specific. A lot of the rods and the reels, the things we changed, the additions we made, they have a purpose. It's not just to look different, but there's a purpose and a function and a technique behind what we designed. So I'm real proud of this stuff, super proud of it.
So we're going to go through both series shortly, but in the meantime, this Saturday, the world gets to see you compete on CBS.
Yes.
Elimination round number 2
Yes.
of the World Championship down here in Florida. And you're competing on some hallowed waters, stick waters, one of the most talked about fisheries in the entire world. How excited are you to hear about that?
You know, the great thing about Major League Fishing format is you don't know where you're going to be until you literally pull up. And, you know, with the World Championship, it makes it that much more exciting. The interesting thing is, and please, everybody watch, tune in to CBS and watch. We're all learning as we go, and you're going to see the best anglers in the world try to figure it out. Florida has always been a thorn in my side, and when I compete, I always want to win. But you're going to see me with a fire in this series to beat Florida, not to beat the other guys, not to win the World Championship. And I want to do those two things too, but I want to beat Florida. Florida's tough on me, man.
All right, let's get into the rods and the reels. Let's start with the rods.
Yeah.
Now, the X Series already exists. The X Series is been around for years, but we have new actions. Let's talk about some of the new things in the X Series.
Absolutely, yeah. The rod's been out for a while. This is what Abu Garcia is called the Ike Series 2.0. So the great thing about relaunching a rod series is you improve on the rod, and we've done that. We've got 6 brand new actions, and just like the original Ike Series, every action has a purpose. You heard me talk about it, a reason for designing, a purpose, a form, and a function. And the great thing about the Ike Series, and this is on the rods and reels, I want you to look at this, is that on every one, you've got your tag, and then you've got an explanation for what the rod is. And even down here at the bottom, I want you to look at it. You're going to see the purpose of that rod. So this is, you're going to see the word finesse. This is a finesse fishing rod. You're going to see it in purple. If you look at some of the other rods, we've got a delay series rod, which I'm going to talk about in a second, is a crankbait style rod, parabolic rod. It says delay, written in green. And then you look at our power series for big baits, power fishing techniques. It says power, written in silver. So there's a form and a function for every rod. Look at that tag, what I've got here, right here in my hand. Let's flip it over. We've got the 610 drop shot, light wacky rig, medium light rod, explanation about what it's for. This gives you a head start on some of the things you can use this rod for, some of the exact techniques. Let me talk to you a little bit about some of the improvements on 2.0. First one is the handle. And if you look at it, it's going to look strange to you because we actually flip-flop the handle. A normal spinning rod handle, you tighten that reel down from the top down. And all we simply did with that reel seat, that handle, that grip, is we turned it upside down. And what that's going to do, that simple tweak is going to let your hand sit on all EVA foam. It's going to make your hand comfortable on the grip. First big change. Next big thing that we made better are the guides. Guides are one of the most important items on this rod. They provide casting distance, strength, balance. We've improved our guides. We've got a super strong new lightweight guide system. on this rod. And the other thing is we tweaked the cosmetics. If you look at this rod, we've got some great new graphics. We've got the Ike logo, Shark logo on it. And of course, it's got the flip-flop paint. I want to show you one other addition to the rod. I'll grab one of our Delay series rods. Is we actually changed the grip on the rod in the Ike 2.0 series. And if you look at it, we've actually molded finger grooves into the EVA foam and also on the back. And these grips are generic grooves. They'll fit any hand size, from a little itty bitty hand like John Cruz, all the way up to a big guy like Mark Davis. I don't care who you are. Your hand is going to fit in those grooves. It's going to be a more comfortable casting system. I already mentioned it, but I will mention it one more time. Every rod is marked with the style of action. There's the Delay rod. So you know when you pick up that rod, even if it's in the rod locker, you're going to see the back of that rod, and you know you're grabbing your crankbait rod. And there's your crankbait rod. Look at that Delay series. Ready? Very excited. Very excited about
Let's take a look at the reels. Now, you put a picture of this on your social media, and it went bananas.
Went bananas.
It went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
First of all, this is an amazingly great-looking reel.
Thank you.
But the mechanics and the guts inside and the handles and so forth, there are some customizations in here that are just super cool.
It's awesome. I mean, once again, the Ike series stuff is built on existing Revo platform, and that's great. Revos are the best reel in the world, and I got to just make them a little better. So the guts of this thing is totally Abu Garcia, and you know the quality that's there. But I want to highlight a couple of things that I changed that are real key. And the first one is that handle. And I know we've talked about it before, but I want to explain to everybody how important that handle is. And if you look at it, we've gotten the handles on that reel, and we've lifted them up off the shaft of that reel handle. And what that does is it takes your fingers and takes your hands away from that shaft. More comfortable by lifting that grip up. Second thing on that EVA grip is it's a totally redesigned custom grip that has a flared lip design. And you see it right there. That flared lip design, what it is, it's a locking mechanism for your finger. So when you fish all day, 1,000, 2,000 casts, it's a more comfortable grip and your fingers won't slip off. That little flare